Hey yo, what's up everyone? Baller here. This is now the sixth game for this November 30, 2022 NBA Game Day. So we would have Memphis Grizzlies with a record of 12 wins and 8 losses, visiting Minnesota Timberwolves with the record of 10 wins and 11. The game will actually start at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. And I'm just inviting everyone who haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, let's take a look at the spread first before we proceed. The spread given is minus 3.5, and that's actually given towards the visiting team, Memphis Grizzlies. And let's take a look at the standings and rankings of both teams, both belonging to the Western Conference. For Memphis Grizzlies, they are at number 4 with the record of 12 and 8. While Minnesota Timberwolves, they are at number 11 with the record of 10 wins and 11 losses. Minnesota Timberwolves, they would be having the home court advantage on this. In terms of momentum, we gotta give it to Memphis Grizzlies, man. Memphis Grizzlies approaching this game, they have actually won back-to-back. While Minnesota Timberwolves, they are on a slump, man. They have lost 3 straight. And in terms of fatigue, well, both teams actually had their rest day last night, so maybe we could just skip that part. And let's take a look at the availability of the players or the health of both teams. Starting off with Minnesota Timberwolves, I see 4 players listed down here. 3 are confirmed out. Those would be Jordan McLaughlin, Terayan Prince. Sorry about that. And Karl Anthony Towns. Man, it's actually huge. So 3 people out for the Wolves, and then Jaden McDaniels listed as questionable. For Memphis Grizzlies, they have been banged up for like a few weeks now. Williams, Green, and Desmond Bain are confirmed out, while we have Dylan Brooks and I'm not sure how to read this, Laravia are actually listed as questionable. Whew. Okay, all right, here we go. Well, Minnesota Timberwolves, they have the advantage that they are actually being at home. But aside from that, I really don't see any other advantage that they have towards Memphis Grizzlies. Especially, Karl Anthony Towns is actually out. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, that's automatic 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists that you're taking out right there. And of course, I'm sure others would try to fill that in. Others would try to produce the kind of points, the kind of rebounding and assists that Karl Anthony Towns normally does. But I just don't feel like Minnesota Timberwolves would have enough to actually do that. Especially they're going up against Memphis Grizzlies, who, by the way, have been banged up for like the past couple of weeks. But again, for the past week or so, they were able to figure out how to win back to back. Just like what I said earlier, approaching this game, Memphis Grizzlies have won back-to-back. I know Desmond Bain is still not out. Dylan Brooks has a possibility of not playing on this game, but they have Grant. They have the 2 bigs that Jeremy Grant actually needs to actually dominate the paint and to actually support him with those rebounds and screens that he needs. Minus 3.5 for me. That's a very small spread, especially considering the fact that Karl Anthony Towns is out. I was expecting a spread a bit bigger than that, but since that's what's given, I'm gonna take that opportunity. So I'm gonna put my money on Memphis Grizzlies minus 3.5. I feel like Minnesota Timberwolves would continue their losing streak. Of course, it will end someday, but not on this game, especially that Towns is actually out. So my pick, Memphis minus 3.5. Peace out, pass and love, and God bless.